Good morning. Welcome to Man Cave. Well, I say good morning. It's morning, but there's not much good about it. It's grey as anything. But having said that, it's mid-December. What do you expect? Up in the hills. But either way, we're here, and you might notice I'm sitting down. And the reason I'm sitting down is because this is a little bit of an intro that's going to take a bit longer, because I've got a bit of explaining to do. This is episode 8 of my Spanish Portuguese adventure, if you like. And a little bit ashamed at the way it's turned out, what I managed to do, because I haven't included as much of the area I visited as I would like to. This was a little trip south from Nijar down to the Cabo de Gata, the national park that is the Cabo de Gata. I put myself on the back foot straight away. Admittedly, it was by necessity, because I'd irritated me with this knee injury I've got at some point, and I had to go shopping in the morning to get myself a walking stick. Just down the road from the hotel is, it's one of those shops that normally you would refer to it as a Chinese shop. The Chinese shops across there in Spain, they sell absolutely everything, but this one says Lopez. It's a Spanish shop, but they sell absolutely everything. And I found myself an old wooden, not an old one, but a wooden walking stick, which did the job, to be honest. It helped me for the rest of the time I was there, getting into town, walking to the bars and the restaurants and what have you. So yeah, but also, of course, I had to go for my swim in the Med, which takes up a bit of time. So by the time I got out, it was lunchtime, really. But like I say, it's a trip down into the Cabo de Gata, the national park, and had I done my research before where I went, which I don't do really, it's a weakness of mine, I would have known just what there is to look at down there, but I didn't. But I do now, so it means what I've got to do now is go back next year. I've got to go back and do the job properly. But this was the way I used to do it with the coach when I was coach driving, when I was doing my coach tours. If I was going to somewhere new, I'd go up there, do the first trip, and use the first trip as a fact-finding mission, if you like. Get the lay of the land, and then at the weekend when I come home, I'd get the reference books out, look it all up, find out about a lot of the history, the geography of the place, so the next time I went up there, I'd be prepared. I could tell the stories, I could make the job interesting. And it's very much like that with this. Last year I went down there and I came back having not ridden the trails that I knew were down there, that I found out about while I was down there. So I went back, I saved those for when I could come back down this year and ride with Gary, Economical Rides Gary, of course. So that served a purpose. And this is the same. Since I've got back, I honestly didn't know whether to put this out as a video or not, because I was that dissatisfied with it. But I'm putting it out for completeness. I want people to see where I've been and see just how nice it is around there. But there is a lot more beyond where I got to. So next year, yeah, provided everything goes okay, I'll be down there again, and I'll be having a better look at the Cabo de Gata in its entirety, hopefully, and one or two aspects of it that I've found out about since. So I hope you find it interesting. I hope you stick with it and watch it through. And like I say, find it interesting. If you give us a thumbs up or even a thumbs down, let me know how you think. Be honest. And also in the comments, if you drop me a comment, I do enjoy reading the comments, and I always reply, as you know. So yeah, tell me what you think. Be honest, okay? I do take constructive criticism, I really do. And hit the notification button. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. in Mahaka Playa. It's just brilliant. Yes, this is a bit busy at the minute, but as holiday resorts go, it's pretty damn nice, to be honest. But this morning I'm going out. I'm travelling south with the intention of visiting an area known as Cabo de Gata. It's a national park, conservation area, lovely coastline by all accounts, and there's a couple of castles to have a look at whilst we're down there. How long I'm going to be out? I'm probably not going to do the entire Cabo de Gata, to be honest. So we'll just make good our escape from the built-up area, and I'll switch it on again in a little bit. Oh, before I go, a point of interest. I know that yeah, you might find it boring, but to me it was interesting, so you're going to get it as well. I've mentioned already an emblem that we see quite often all over the place down here, which and it's, I'd guess that it would be the emblem of Almeria, and it is. It's known as Indaloman or Indaloman. It's based on engravings that were found from the Bronze Age, and it's considered to be, as I suggested, it's a man, stick man if you like, but a man holding a rainbow above his head. So yes, it's Indaloman. Oh, and the hotel in front of us, Hotel Best Indalo. There we go. It's a lucky charm, but the caveat to that is it's only a lucky charm if it's been given to you as a gift. So now I've got to find some mug. Gary, are you listening? Some mug to give me the emblem of some sort, even if it's only a sticker, as a gift. Because that way it might bring me luck anyway. Right, I'll switch off for now, because what we're going to do is cover ground that we've already covered. So I'll switch it back on in due course. Cheers. Oh, I'm back on, by the way. That is Indaloman on the right there. Yep, that's the emblem. And up in the hills on the right here, just while I got you switched on, is where I somehow managed to lead the young couple on the quad bike back down to civilization. There was a great afternoon. It really was a great afternoon up there. Far, far better than I expected. Anyway, enough of that. Onwards and southwards. Well, we come through Carboneras now, and I know it's not pretty, but I'm just showing this harbour. I would imagine that it's probably taking its loading ships up with, quite possibly with gypsum, the same as Garucha. But this was the harbour that we could see from up in the mountains yesterday, looking down at
at the Mediterranean. It's certainly some sort of mineral that's been brought in from the mountains, from the hills, all stacked up. I would imagine it looks very much like it could well be gypsum. Used to make plaster. Anyway, quite a busy little harbour by the look of it, commercial harbour. No passenger traffic that I can see. Right, that's it, that's the harbour done. Well, we came out of the national park for Carboneras, and in particular the surroundings regarding the commercial harbour, but we've just come back into the Cabo de Gata Nijar National Park, and it's a little bit different across here. It's nice, it's flat, not moorland, you know, as a moorland biker, but tundra almost, I suppose, really. Almost desert surroundings, but then we've got this quite pleasant looking village down below us. Agua Amarga. Pleasant enough, no high rises to speak of. Apparently, I don't know whether it's the whole of the Almeria coast, but it's actually contrary to planning regulations to build anything substantially more than 2 stories on the coast within view of the sea, which that cannot be a bad thing. Agua Amarga. Can't help thinking this will be a marketplace on whatever day. Right, let's see where we're going next. Oh, pony trekking down there, that looks a pleasant day. Makes me bottom sore just thinking about it. Now this is very much more like rural Spain, no frills rural Spain. Different surroundings altogether. Nice to see, nice to ride through. Nice to have a bit of variety, and after all, variety is indeed the spice of life. Particularly when you're travelling. The mountains are great. It's where I always gravitate to, is the mountains, but just occasionally it's nice to get away from them and just experience some of the different basic architecture. There's got to be something of a hand-to-mouth existence in some of these places. Although occasionally you come across quite fantastic looking paths up to the left there, and then over on the hillside to the right. Heck of a view they'll have from up there. I would imagine they'll be able to see over the hill and over to the Mediterranean up there, because we're not far away. Anyway, I'll turn off again for a few minutes and see you in a bit. A diesel then. I'm making my way back across, but there's something I've just caught sight of that, well, that's got to be the remains of a windmill up on the top to the left. But there's a bridge down here that I'm wanting to try and get to, like a viaduct. Don't know how close I can get to it. Looks as if it could be Roman in origin, I don't know. wonder if I can get down. Now this is private property. Obviously another windmill over there. We're at Fernand Perez. Yeah, Fernand Perez. So I'll have to look it up. There's got to be some history to that that little viaduct over there. Just I'll switch off for a moment. So this is Fernand Perez. Just going to have a look up at the old windmill. I suppose it's only being greedy that a nuisance of a tourist like myself should want to take everything in, but sometimes you see buildings that really are just too interesting to miss out. Yeah, that's got to be an old windmill. That'll be the shaft the vanes were mounted on. Oh, it is a tourist attraction. Right, as Ian Hughes will say, I've got a quick photo. There's no suggestion of how old the windmill is, but it's a beautiful old example. I mean, I come across these things purely by accident, really. And when you come across these things, it's nice to actually take a memory away. Sadly, I couldn't get any closer to the viaduct over the way. It looks really, really interesting. It's only small. This is the best vantage point I can get of it, to be honest. But at least it's there, you know, I've seen it. I've sort of got a photograph of it, so how good it'll look, I don't know. But Fernand Perez, anyway. Or Fernand Perez. Let's go for Las Negras now, like we were doing in the first place. Olive groves. Always good to see stuff growing out of this basically desert landscape. Must be irrigated in some way. Come across these long straight sections, some longer than this. I've got a poster on the wall at home of a long straight road disappearing into the mountains, and the first line of Hotel California, a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. These long streets, they just make me think about that poster, to be honest. Just me rambling. Take no notice. It's a pity the utes in front of us, but it's a nice view across over there, looking out to the Med again. Oh, this is nice, yes. Yeah, it is really nice. That's got rid of him. Boys are out. Motorcycle tours of Spain are a big business now. Lots and lots of people operating them. Now this is Las Negras. This is one of the resorts on the Cabo de Gata, which, as I understand it, means the Cape of the Cats. Las Negras. I'm sure there'll be some sort of lunch opportunity here. Oh, that's a nice windmill. A little bit handier than the last one. It's alright down here. Quite like it. A bit commercialised, but get a cafe con leche, I'm sure. We'll go to the next place now. Still in search of this, the castle. It was an absolutely beautiful place, that was. Las Negras. Somewhere else it really was. I'm not going to cover the entire Cabo de Gata National Park, obviously, but I'd just like to take in one more beach, I suppose it's going to be. And try and find this elusive castle. There's the remains of another another windmill up there, but I rather think the castle is in the next bay, overlooking the next bay. So let me keep my fingers crossed and see what we can find. I asked the waiter at the restaurant about the castle, and I'm sorry, I'm from Romania, I've only been here for 2 weeks. Rodoquiller. That's my next waypoint. Yet again, lovely riding roads. Let's have a look down here, shall we? If you don't look, you don't find. A little bit more exploring anyway. That's nicely terraced down on the left. That's growing a few olives. Torre de los Lobos. Oops. Might be available on the dirt track, but no, never mind. We can't get to Torre de los Lobos. Let's see what we can get to. Now I switched on again because I've been missing these things out, to be honest, and it's wrong. There's a mirador coming up, so we're going to have a look at it. Take a bit of trouble to have a look at the view that they've created for us. There's mirador. Oh, it is a bit special though. Oh God. El Cabo de Gata. Tell you what, I'll position blizzard so blizzard's in shot. We're not going to be here for long. We're not in anybody's way. Oh, flipping heck, it's English. Never mind. Photo time. See you in a bit. Well, that was a fantastic viewpoint. Hopefully the photos will come out and they'll show just what a fantastic view it is. I mean, when you look back on it now, it's ever likely it's fantastic. What a situation at the top of the cliffs like that is just something else. I am so glad I decided to come down to Cabo de Gata. So glad. Like I said, I'm not going to cover it all. I suppose you could say we're going to save some for later. I did my good Samaritan act, and there was an English couple there at the viewpoint, and I took the photo of them. I did wonder if they might offer to take my photograph, but no, that was too much to expect. Nice pair of van lifers though. I think this is about as far as I'm going to come on the coast here. I'll take this turning down to the beach. Los Escuyos. Los Escuyos. Sounds nice enough. Discoteca? We don't want no discoteca. I think this'll do. I won't be stopping here for anything. It's just perhaps taking the view. Not a bad wee view. A nice rock formation. Nice place to call that if you're on something like a camper van tour, you know, and a nice beach as well. Ooh, a nice bit of rock to play around on. And break your ankle and stuff like that. So where's the viewpoint I've just been to? I think it's beyond where we're looking. Either way. Not bad, not bad. This is our furthest point. There's just one mirador I want to take in, and then I'll switch off and we'll head back, because after all, if I set off back for Mahaka now, it should be just about the right time for Gary to get to the hotel. And I would like to be there to greet him. And say hello. Right, we've got a mirador down here. Isleta. One more and that's it, I promise. And then we'll set the controls for the heart of the sun. In the words of Pink Floyd. La Isleta. Mirador straight on. Isleta del Moro. That's where we are anyway. Another beautiful little, probably a harbour village. I think most of these places have their origins as fishing harbours. Ah, there's the mirador up on the top. Not so bike friendly though. I'll give this one a miss and we'll head off back to Mahaka. So thanks for your company on this one. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed making it. It's yeah, a bit special. So from Isleta del Moro, see you next time.